This is a digest video of how it is to sleep one night at the hotel where Edward Snowden, the super NSA spy agent who ran away to not be killed by Obama and surely by Trump. This is the hotel where he stayed when he passed through Moscow, and he had to stay here for a couple of months because he had not the right to leave the airport. There are really gorgeous hotels around, like the Radisson Blu. However, legally, Edward Snowden was not allowed to go to a fancy hotel, and this hotel here, this one where I am right now, is the only hotel in this entire airport that is somewhat livable. So I wanted to tell you how it was to be here one night. Well, the room is really nice. So I booked kind of late, so I got only these two bed rooms. They have, of course, they have nicer rooms with like one king bed. So it doesn't mean that if I stayed in this tiny bed, he also stayed in a tiny bed. For sure not. For sure he had like the best room in the facility. However, there are not so many rooms. And one thing, here the sound isolation is not done so well, and constantly people with their kids, like, I don't know why those toddlers don't sleep at fucking 2 a.m. I mean, yes, but it's not like they were, let's say, leaving and then leaving. No, they run around at 2:30 a.m. like in the morning here in the lobby, then again at 4:30. So which means I was woken up every 2 hours by some kids, by some people, travelers, talking loudly in this lobby here that I'm gonna show you now. It's not really a lobby, and I think this is the hotel's failure to tell people to shut the fuck up, man, when you walk here. It's enough that your suitcase is so loud. Don't enhance it, the noise pollution, by screaming from one is at that door, you know, to get out, and one is there and screaming, oh, bring whatever, what, I don't know, in alien languages I didn't understand, but it was loud. Okay, look. See? So basically it's just, sorry, just here, the rooms, so this is all. And yes, we are kind of like in front of the lobby. And since there's a sofa, but I understand daytime, but not at nighttime. And so, except for this, except for the fact that you hear everybody's suitcase coming in and out, here is out, also all those rooms, and then that the parents are not able to control their little animals. Except for this, it is quite livable. Coming from Japan, I'm okay with this small space, and the bathroom was really nice, neat, and now you can see my lemon dress in the reflection, because we are going to lemon country. Where is that? And look, the bathroom thingy has a Grecian style, so it is cute. You have a dryer, and anything you want to eat is outside, so he can have it delivered to the room. It was probably, but really, if for him, if it was also as loud, although I guess, I hope they put him in like a room, you know, the most distant end of the hallway where not all the idiots pass by. So here we have a map. Down. Okay, this becomes like an investigation. Yeah, so my room is here, which means there are all these rooms, and then even around the corner. So I suppose he had like the most distant, quiet room, and then he didn't have to suffer like me to be woken up by everybody's kid. Now, before boarding the next plane, I really hope to get some more like really Russian food, because we are here in Russia, so I should try to get some more food. And then we are going to Yellow Lemon Land. Who knows where that is? So really cute to see. They have here drinks in case you don't want to get out. And a very beautiful view of Moscow that I never saw, because every time I just went to see the Basil Church, and this is the exit to the terminal. Let's see who is open at this hour. Here's the reception, nobody. And Capsule Hotel, that's the name. And so this is the hotel, the mini hotel, the Express, and money change, earphone is sponsored, and like there are all kind of electronics, but also water in the same machine, coffee machine, more bottled water, and then sunglasses so that you can look cool. On the other hand is that German restaurant that we saw yesterday, and here is a place that I didn't yet try. And then Coffee Mania is where the delicious brewing were, and they're open, and really many people. And I ain't gonna go more far because I should really get some food and then run to our part of the airport at the terminal 2. But yay, that's my coffee, and we're gonna run to the room and eat it in the room just like Edward Snowden must have done. And we didn't have time to test this restaurant that looks so cool, but since I only have like some 15 minutes, sadly there's no time to try any more like borscht. Oh yeah, and see, here are the pods that I was showing you yesterday. So we're back to the Snowden hotel in the not Snowden room, and I bought the same stuff like yesterday, you know, the ones that I said that they were not delicious. Yeah, you don't know because I didn't upload that video yet. Anyway, I thought that let's give them a chance again, and this is by a different restaurant. And wow, there's sour cream again, and I have a coffee and 10 minutes to get this crazy. Okay, let's see the coffee. Compared to Starbucks is Starbucks beats it because there is a much stronger flavor of the coffee beans, but it's quite nice. At first there was a sweetness to it, which I think it's because of this, but it's not sweet. So the coffee is okay-ish. Ouch. Okay, it's not my fault. These forks are really not made to hold the item, so I totally had to stab this through, otherwise it would fall off. And let's see this stuff. Much better than yesterday. Like this one, you can really see they use a lot of cheese. Like it's basically full of cheese. It's crispier outside, juicy, so way better than yesterday. The portion are at least 3, so I'm going to have all these 3 things. They are really much better than yesterday, so don't give up on these full cheese pancakes. And this is it. We're gonna run. Okay, last joke for today. Matryoshka of the soccer players. And not only, who's that guy? Oh, and Putin. Oh, and Trump. No shit. A Trump Matryoshka. Now this makes an end to this video.